So what tips, what can you think of off the top of your head of tips that, you can offer these guys for how they can respond when they get these notes?
I think the first thing to do is to acknowledge that you're going to respond emotionally, no matter how hard you try not to, and to give yourself the time and space to do that. Whether that is written notes and you do not send anything in response for 24 hours apart from thank you for the notes, or if it's in a conversation and the person says something
Yes.
like, just take a breath. And it's okay and it's natural and it's normal that even if you're super professional, you will have poured a lot of yourself into this work. And so the idea that we can just compartmentalize and go, well, it's just the work, it's not me. That's not really true, let's be honest. Because you are in the work
Absolutely.
and you
Yeah.
just need to give yourself permission and not be too hard on yourself that you are responding emotionally, but create
Yeah.
that time and space.
And it's okay to say that you'll think about it, to take that time. I think that for me is the most crucial thing because, I've, when you're in those positions and you're getting those notes, it sometimes can be really easy to wear your reaction on your face
Yeah.
and just be, and then that's what makes things difficult. And it's not saying that you have to lie to people if you disagree with their note. You just have to take it. It's about conditioning yourself to genuinely go, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
In your head, you might be going, no, absolutely not. But as long as you're going, okay, but it is interesting though that you're giving me that, and I'm going to take it. All you're going to get is that it's interesting, and
Yes.
I will absolutely digest that. But I'm going to need to because it's not just about taking one note at face value. Normally, one note affects everything, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Sometimes it could be a whole house of cards that are going to come crashing down based on that one note. So totally. I think for me, when I learned that about just taking those notes and going, okay, yeah, interesting. And that's a thinker. Let me think about that one. And
Yeah.
sometimes it actually turns out, okay, that might actually be a good idea. I just needed some time to get past that emotional response like
Yeah.
you're talking about.
And I think as the receiver of a note that you are reacting strongly to in a negative way, to start to kind of pick apart why you're reacting negatively, whether
Yeah.
it's because you're not clear about the intent behind the note, whether it's because the note moves the work into a direction you don't want it to go, or whether it's just the amount of work it creates that is breaking your heart. No, I can't do that because House of Cards, complete rewrite, whatever.
Yeah.
So I
Yep. Yep.
think
Yep.
starting to self analyze your reaction and break down why you're reacting so strongly to it.